In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you all will be fine. Today is Tuesday, 12th May 2020. This lecture is for grade 9 and the topic we will learn today is subcellular particles and cellular structure and functions. Subject is biology and let's move forward. But before starting the lecture, students, open your book and go to page 70. I hope you will be on page 70, and in front of you the topic would be subcellular particles. And in this lecture we will cover two short topics. The first one is subcellular particles and the second one is cellular structure and functions. So first of all we will learn about subcellular particles, what they are. Okay, so look to the paragraph. It says, according to the first principle of the cell theory, all organisms are composed of one or more cells. We know that viruses, prions, and viridae are not composed of cells, but they show some characteristics of living organism. They can increase in number and can transmit their character to the next generation. Now, in the last lecture we learned about cell theory. Okay, how cell theory came into being. Okay, how cell theory was constructed. Okay, so the first point of that cell theory was that all living organisms are made up of cell. Okay, but we have some exceptions here. There are some organisms that are not made from cell, just like viruses, okay, prions and virides. Okay, viruses, in the previous chapter we have learned that what they are a cellular parasites. Okay, they do not have any cell. Prions, what are they? So prions are the if you look here, they are the infectious proteinaceous particle. It means that in nature they are protein and they are causing infection. Okay, virides are infectious RNA particle. Okay, so virides are just genetic material in the form of RNA, and that strip of RNA is causing infections. Okay, they say that they are subcellular particles made up of DNA, RNA, or protein. So these subcellular particles, they do not have cell. Okay, but why they called subcellular particle? Because if you look into the ordinary cell, in ordinary cell or in a general cell, there is protein, there are RNA, and there is a DNA. So these are the part of DNA which is these are the parts of cell which is present in a general cell, but separately they are called subcellular particle. Okay, and particularly they are given this name prions and virides because they are causing infection. Okay, prions mostly cause infection in animal. Okay, let me write here animals, and virides particularly cause infection in plants. Okay, so and why they have put DNA? Because there are many viruses where their genetic material is DNA. Okay, so in simple words, subcellular particles are those particles that are not composed of cell, but they have the characteristic of living organism. How? Because they can increase their number. Virus can increase their number inside the host. This RNA, these prions, they can also increase their number inside the host, and virides, these virides can also increase their number once they are inside the host. Okay, so they have the characteristic of living organism, but they are not composed up of cell, or they are not made up of cell. Okay, so they are acellular. Now let's move forward and look to the diagram. Okay, so a general virus or has these component capsid, and inside there is a DNA, there is a sheath, and there is a tail, and there is the base plate or where they will inject and there is a pin where they will inject their genetic information into the host. Okay, so prions could be a strip of RNA like this. Okay, but they are infectious. Okay, they are causing infection. And viroids, they could be in the form of protein like this. Okay, so these would be a infectious protein, they would cause infection in plants. Okay, particularly. Now the next topic is cellular structure and functions. So they said you have already gone through different types of cells, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Although there are variation among cells on the basis of their function, however, we will be focusing on a generalized cell type. A generalized cell consists of the following structure. So in this topic, where there are many subtopic of this topic, we will learn that in the next lectures. Okay, but this whole topic is it will tells about all part of the cell. Okay, every component of the cell what is present in a general cell. Okay, because why we are taking a generalized cell type, sorry, because we have different type of cell in living organism. Okay, and these different type of cell are doing their function. Okay, and so when the function is different, so for different function there is a highly possibility or um, it may be that the cell would be also different in structure. For example, take the example of RBC. So RBC, after when the RBC does not have a proper nucleus. Okay, it has more hemoglobin. Okay, because they are carrying oxygen. But if you look to the cell of the nervous system, like a neuron, which you have studied in the previous grade, they were different quite from the RBC. Okay, and same the cells that were present in the kidney. Okay, so we have different type of cell, and every cell is doing their function, and that's why the structure is also different. Okay, but here we will take a general cell type and as a standard. Okay, that what kind of component is present in a general cell. Okay, although the cell are then different, some component would be missing, some component would be in high number, some component it would be in a low number, because of the function of the cell. Okay, so let's move forward and look to a generalized cell, what it has. Okay, so we have plant and animal cell, and we have taken this diagram or this cells as a standard. Okay, that what main component are present in a general cell. So in plant cell, the general or the first component we will study is the cell wall. Okay, this green part what you are seeing, this is a cell wall. Then beneath the cell wall is cell membrane. Okay, but if you look to the animal cell, so there is no cell wall. Okay, there is no cell wall, and although most of the organelles would be same, but there are some differences also. Okay, here you have Golgi apparatus, the Golgi apparatus will be also here. Okay, we have Golgi vesicles, so here also would be Golgi vesicles. Okay, smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum both are present here. Okay, we have a cell membrane or plasma membrane, which is also present in the plant cells. Remember, the first part or the boundary of the animal cell is plasma membrane, but the boundary of the plant cell is cell wall. Beneath the cell wall there is a cell membrane in plant cell. Okay, so there is just an additional protection in the form of cell wall. Okay, now the difference here is that the plant cell have a large vacuole. Okay, there's a whole part. Let me change the color. This whole part, what you are seeing, is a vacuole, large vacuole. Okay, let's find out vacuole in the animal cell. Okay, where is it? If you look to these small white circles, these are called what? Vacuoles. Okay, so these are vacuoles. Okay, so in plant cell the vacuole is large, but in animal cell the vacuoles are small. Okay, now the next part is the cytoplasm. So let's find the cytoplasm. Mitochondria, here is mitochondria. Okay, and there are now chloroplast is present in plant, but chloroplast is not present in animal because we do not animals don't do photosynthesis. Okay, so these are just a generalized diagram or module of a cell. Okay, and we will learn these component one by one in the next lecture. Okay, we will start from the cell wall, then cell membrane, and then other organelles. We will learn that in the next lectures. Okay, I hope you will have understood this lecture. There is no such homework particularly for this, but it is for this lecture, but it would be better for you to learn about basically what prions and what viroids are. Okay, and how they are different from the cell. Okay, okay, thank you.